This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. What's up, Bruce?
Jody, how's it going, man?
It's going well today. It's going good so far.
Good,
It's a
good.
bright sunny day here in the Pacific Northwest, so we got to try and enjoy that.
Yeah, we got to enjoy it and do what we love to do on these episodes, which is complain about things that are missing in the market.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that it's complaint. I want to just brainstorm with you. What do we want? What are we missing? Because we're at Bearskin, we're trying to figure out what are our next clothing options. What do we want to start offering? What do we want to get into?
Okay.
We're getting the underwear down pretty good. We got maybe a couple more tweaks, but we have some swimwear coming. But what's next for us? So
I see.
And I just kind of want to, brainstorm a little bit with you about what do you think is missing? What do we,
Okay.
what do we need to get into? Or just kind of in general, what are we missing and what do we want?
Okay, I like this. So you can call it brainstorming and I'll call it complaining. It'll be great.
Sure. Brainstorming,
Perfect.
complaining. Yeah, whatever.
Yes.
I'll use your complaints as a brainstorm.
Yes. No, I like that. I think that's good. It's very, very constructive and very cool that you're branching out and doing something else or looking at doing something else.
Yeah, gotta do more. We got
Right.
a lot of happy customers and we want to give them some more options. And because I know I'm missing a lot of items in my wardrobe still, even after all these years of working in the biz and doing all this work, they're still not exactly the things I want or not as readily available as I would like them. They're a little hard. You got to really dig for them.
There is so much that's missing in Big and Tall, and it's either there's so much that's missing or there's so much that is done badly or done without thought for bigger bodies. So yes, I think there's a lot we can cover here.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, like I said, it was just going to be a big kind of a brainstorm. This is what's been on my mind the last week or so. So
nice. Well, I can jump in with the thing that's at the top of my list, and it might be because of the season that we're in right now.
Okay, yeah.
As it's spring and as we're recording this. And so shorts, finding shorts for big and tall guys. Most of the time when you're finding big and tall shorts, it's like they're way too long. And I'm 5'8", so I'm about average height, but big and tall shorts tend to go way past your knees. They aren't made with a modern fit. There's not a lot of thought put into them. There's not the kind of stylish things that you're seeing in smaller sized clothing lines. And so I would like to see more short shorts, shorts that fit better, because you look at these, you go to big and tall sites and you're looking at their shorts, you're generally finding you'll find the basketball shorts or some of the activewear stuff. But you're finding a lot of they took a dress pant and cut it off, and so you've got this pleated short that
Thanks, Grandpa.
that looks horrible.
Yeah, maybe Grandpa wants to wear those, but I don't want to wear those.
Exactly. So that's something that I would like to see more of out there. There are a few places that offer some different options, but the problem is that they're few and far between as far as sizing. So Target, Target is a place that I can find shorts that are relatively shorter, that I think they go up to 5X. I don't know that their bigger sizes actually have those modern cuts as much as their activewear stuff. They've got the 5 inches and the 7-inch shorts, and I've got pairs of both of those, and they're great. But I can fit into a 2X or a 3X. I can be I'm generally a 3X, but activewear shorts are going to stretch.
Yeah.
So, still not a great option.
So you're looking. So what type of short though? Like a jean short or like a chino or a.
I like chino shorts myself.
Okay.
I guess the answer to your question would be yes. So
Yeah.
yes, jean
Both.
short,
Yes, and
yes, chino, yes, exactly. So seeing both of those, seeing just more of a variety would be great. But I mean, if you're starting with one thing, I really think we're at a place where, you know, people are starting to dress up a little more. But if you make something that's comfortable, that's that looks good, that's kind of stretchy, you know, we talked about Bonobos doing the Fielder line, which is kind of their, you know, leisure wear, street leisure kind
yeah.
of collection. They've got some shorts there that they're shorter shorts. They're kind of made to do to handle multiple tasks. So you can run in them, or you can even with some of them you can go swimming and then they quick dry.
Oh,
And you can,
yep.
you know,
Those like
run out for
hybrid
lunch.
shorts. I like the hybrid
Yeah,
shorts. Yeah.
exactly. So some things like that, I think people are probably really receptive to that kind of stuff, comfort and functionality, and doing things like that. I think that kind of thing for bigger guys would be great because, you know, again, Fielder stops at 3X 50 waist, which is respectable, but
Yeah.
you know, they're also not pushing this for big and tall. So,
Yeah.
you know,
And are you wanting like tighter shorts? Like that they're like, you know, that they're
so
like on your leg, not just a, you know, blousey or whatever.
yes. So yeah. So to
You
kind
know,
of
like
clarify,
really
yes,
stretchy, but they're like on your leg.
better
Pretty
cut,
close.
a more modern fit. Absolutely. You know,
Okay.
I don't want them just like hanging off, especially for me, because I've got short legs. So, you know, when you're putting on
Yep.
shorts, if you got something that doesn't fit you well, then it just looks like it looks not good. It looks
Yeah.
not good. You're puffy, it's
Well,
flying
it's the
out
same thing
everywhere.
as like wearing baggy jeans. You know, they make you look a lot bigger than you actually are.
Sure. And so that's one of those things where, yeah, I would absolutely want something that's a more modern cut that fits better. And you can do that. And you can have something that's a little more, I say form fitting, or a little, you know, that conforms to your body a little better without it being uncomfortable and fitting you and ill fitting. Because I do have big thighs. A lot of big guys have big thighs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
having shorts that are going to work for that is really important, because we've all worn shorts where your legs are like sausage casings when you sit down, and they like cut off the circulation. So we don't want that.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Okay. So
So
those are definitely on our list for sure, is some more modern shorts.
sure.
And we also want to do like some really, especially for summer, do bright, crazy colors, you know, not
Yes.
just khaki and navy and gray or whatever, but you know, whatever, salmon or
Right.
whatever, you know, light blues or neon-y colors or whatever. Yeah.
One of the things that I've seen at Chubster over the years is people are more apt to buy things with bright colors and prints, especially with interesting prints, because we don't get a lot of that as bigger guys. There's not a lot of that kind of stuff in big and tall, especially more modern prints. Again, it comes back to a lot of what we're looking for are those kind of things, the modern stuff you're seeing on smaller sized people, or
Yep.
that these other clothing brands are carrying but not making in bigger sizes. So we want those things for ourselves, basically.
Awesome. Well,
So
that's definitely on the list, is shorts.
yes. So you know, as I knew we were going to do this, when we kind of talked about it, I think uh, looking around, it was hard for me to say, well, what exactly do you want? You know, and I know obviously shorts, I want more prints, I want things that fit well. But I kind of went and I looked around, and I've seen some of those like street style. You see some of that stuff where you look at the street style that people have put together. Some of that stuff you could do yourself,
Yeah.
but a lot of it you can't, because they don't make things like this. Like there's one thing I'm looking at on GQ right now, and it's this dude with this like jacket that is
That
it
bright
looks like,
yellow one.
so this is the very first one that is like, I don't even know how you would describe this. It's kind of like the it's partially like a tufted kind of not a puffy jacket exactly, but I
It's like a
guess yes.
quilted
Yeah,
jacket, and then
quilted
but it
that,
looks like a sweater, a knit sweater over the, like built in over the top of it. It's weird.
right. And hearing that without seeing it, that sounds horrible. But seeing it, it looks amazing, but I absolutely guarantee you there's no way that's made in any kind of extended size. So,
Mhm.
I want things that kind of that are
Are
outside of the
unique.
box, that are
Yeah, yeah.
unique, that are interesting, that stand out. And yes, a lot of putting together your own style is finding pieces, mixing and matching and making things work for you. Yes, that's
Mhm.
absolutely true. But if you can't find pieces that fit you, then you can't do that stuff. And
Yeah.
so, looking at some of these things, yes, there are some things that we could absolutely do. There are some photos in here that I absolutely would say don't do, because
Yeah, well,
wow.
yeah.
But you know what? Style is in the eye of the beholder. So go for that. But I just look at some of this stuff and it's like, okay, well, some of these things that you can find, but they're like, okay, some of these shirts with prints, you're probably not going to be able to find that in an extended size. Some of these jackets or sweaters, the sweater, somebody's wearing a sweater here that looks really awesome. You're never going to find that sweater in an
Hmm.
extended size.
But I think
Uh,
also it's good to take these, especially this, oh, pardon me, this Paris Fashion Week, fashion on the streets thing. You use these as like an inspiration. It's like,
Absolutely.
oh, look at these very unique items that these people have put together.
Right. But,
Like I'm
and I,
loving the like really bright yellow jacket with like
yeah,
the orange shirt thing underneath of it with these like military boots and like
right.
that's awesome. I love that.
I look at like pants. The new trend that's coming in for pants is that they're back to being more baggy and
Hmm.
looser. Not baggy, looser. They're a looser fit, um, which I don't hate, but I'm looking at this guy who's on his phone walking across the street at Paris Fashion Week, and uh, I absolutely remember having pants that were too long that I was stepping on. This guy is definitely doing the same thing here. I'm not feeling that.
Yep.
But I guess my point, aside from criticizing his look there, is that uh, being able to find these more modern kind of things, or things that are unique and outside of the box. There's the next gentleman down has like these amazing red pants.
Oh yeah.
I don't even
Really
know.
tailored. Those look
Yeah,
like 70s style,
they do,
almost
and
bell bottomy.
I have no idea where you could find anything in an extended size that looks like
Hmm.
that. Like,
Hmm.
part of it, and I look for this stuff all day long as I'm doing things for Chubster. So
Yep.
there's so much of this that it's like the thoughtfulness and the uniqueness of these products. You see these things out there that you want, and we all go to websites where we'll see something and be like, oh yeah, I'd love to get that, and then you look and it's only available to a large or
Hmm. Hmm.
medium, or whatever. So I'd like to see more of that stuff made in extended sizes, you know
Okay.
so yes. um
So another, besides shorts, I know we were also thinking like uh possibly doing like tank tops and stuff like that to go with our swim.
oh,
Like
nice.
to do some sort of, maybe I was even thinking like a mesh kind of a mesh tank top. I
Hmm.
have a couple of them, especially for the summertime. Like
Mhm.
it really helps keep me cool because I'm like sweating my everything off during the
Sure.
summertime. But just like different unique things, like you were saying, like getting kind of some crazy prints on there, some different colors, some accents, and
Yeah.
wild things on there for summer because it's that's a time to really kind of have lots of fun colors. Um, but also like maybe doing, which the thing we hate is more basic t-shirts.
Uh-huh.
But that's also something we've thought about. I don't know that we're ready for that yet. I want to get the more unique, fun things first.
Yeah, I think there's space for different types of big and tall t-shirts. I definitely think there is space for uh t-shirts with prints and different kinds of colors. I mean, t-shirts, there are so many out there, so many
Yeah.
different types, but I think there's space to do something that's more interesting.
Hmm.
with t-shirts, maybe.
Not just
Um,
basic whatever
yeah,
t-shirts. Yeah.
yeah, and it's with a lot of the big and tall focused tees. There are a few that work well, that do it really well, but there are
Mhm.
also some that they're too long, or uh, a lot of big and tall brands that are making t-shirts, they are making them for the tall side of big and tall. And for me, again, if I have a shirt that's too
Yeah.
long, it doesn't look right. So yeah, I think there's probably space to make that work. I would like some interesting things with, tees with prints. I think would be cool.
Yeah.
I'm really wanting prints. I'm wanting things that stand out. I'm wanting some interesting stuff, and
Okay.
it's hard to find. It's hard to find. I really want things that stand out. Now that I feel like this year, I'm really wanting to get back to, after a couple years of comfortable clothing where you're not
Mhm.
really thinking about style, I'm wanting to think about my style again and think about how I distill that down to what I really like and what really matters to me. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so like different prints and stripes and weird things, not just like graphic t-shirts. I'm not a
Right.
big fan of graphic, like
Yeah, totally.
pepper,
Yes. Right.
cartoony thing or sayings or anything like that.
Exactly. Not that.
Okay.
Let me be clear. Definitely not that. Those kind of things, it's fine if you like those, and I'm sure everybody has a few,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've got a
tees
couple
with
that,
graphics,
yeah.
but that's not what I'm talking about as
Okay.
much as like all over print kind of thing. I mean, I
Yeah.
even think some of the prints from your underwear would be
Yeah, yeah.
cool for some of that kind of thing, and
Yeah.
it just to have some things that are like that I think are really interesting and kind of out there, because I don't, t-shirts are mostly basic, and
Hmm.
I like the idea of being able to do something else with that kind of thing.
Okay.
So yeah.
Nice.
What do you have to
Oh,
drink? You got
okay.
anything?
Yes. Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay, well,
It's a
uh
drink day.
good. What do you have? What do you have
Oh,
this time?
I have from Block 15 Brewing Company. I have the Ridgeback Red
Oh,
Ale.
nice. Okay.
Let me double check on Untapped here. I didn't think there was much on there. This
Hmm.
is from Corvallis, Oregon. Another
Okay.
local beer. Sorry, everyone. It says Ridgeback Red features a blend of rustic malts with zesty hops grown right here in the Pacific Northwest, balancing flavors of caramel and toasted nuts with
Hmm.
pine, lemon, and grapefruit hop character. It finishes delightfully crisp from a malt forward beer.
Oh,
Hmm. I may have had a
nice.
sip or two already, but
Yes. Well, good. Yeah.
it's a good one. I
Court.
really like this.
Yeah. A good old Oregon beer. There's a lot of good Oregon beers, and considering we're here in Oregon, it's hard for us not to
Hmm.
bring some of those in. Uh,
But
yeah.
this, I would drink this on a more regular basis for sure.
I like that.
Good.
I like
Very
that.
good. I might even give
So,
this one a five.
ooh, wow.
A five
Nice.
out of five.
Very nice. Well, good. Well,
Oop. What about you, sir?
I I do not have an alcoholic beverage today because later this afternoon I'm going roller skating, and I haven't
Oh,
done
come
that
on.
in probably 25 years, and so it feels like I
Really?
need I need to be sober if I'm going to roller skate
Mm-mm.
again. So I have from our friends at
Oh,
Lagunitas,
yes.
I have their Hoppy refresher, and Lagunitas Hop is what it's called. And it's a hoppy refresher. It's great. Zero alcohol. It's not a non-alcoholic beer. Like it is a regular beverage. It's
A
not a beer at
zero
all.
alcohol.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no, like, it's not at all about
Is it
any
just
of
like the
that.
sparkling water type thing?
So it is brewed with hops. So it has hops, yeast, and water. But it is absolutely not made. This is like, I mean, it's just not a beer.
Yeah.
So, like, even if you look at it on Untapped, it's not, or try to find it on Untapped,
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah.
not there. It has been removed because people keep trying to add it,
Yeah.
but it's not a beer.
It's not
So,
beer. Get
yeah,
out of here with your
it
not
is.
beer.
It's phenomenal. Like hops on their own with, made into this drink. It's
Hmm.
just like, it's slightly sweet. Uh, it is very refreshing. They got that right. And it is something that we try to keep a lot in our fridge. So
I gotta get this closer every time
There
I
we
do one.
go.
I'm
Picture
like really
time.
far away. Yay! I gotta try that one. You had one of those before? I think one of our
Yes.
NA or dry January episodes or something.
Yeah. And so this is one that we keep in the fridge pretty regularly. We try to always have this on hand. So they say it's an IPA inspired sparkling beverage. So that's a little better. It's zero alcohol, and it is basically a drink that they made using everything they know about hops. And so, it's them kind of figuring out, how do we make something that is not a beer at all, and this is what they did, and it's great. It's probably my favorite uh drink that is not water. So there we go.
Okay,
You know,
nice.
highly recommended if you can find it. Give it a try. It just like totally surprised me. I found it at Trader Joe's, so I don't know if you got one near you. Check your Trader Joe's and see. I'm sure Lagunitas, if you go to their site, they have like the drink finder. I'm sure that it's somewhere in there along with their beers. So yeah.
Can't spell McMinimans. Oh, there it is.
Yes.
I got this at the McMinimans bottle shop over here by my office. So
Perfect. That's good. They've got a lot of really good stuff at that bottle
Yeah.
shop. Just side note.
Yep.
Great
Go
bottle
check out
shop.
your local bottle shops. They've got lots of great stuff.
Yes.
I don't
Tell
think
us
that's
about
that's not like a Portland thing, but
Right. There are many bottle shops in many places. We'd love to hear about yours. Tell us at Heavy Convo on
yeah, hit us
whatever
up.
social
Let us
networks.
know what's going on with you. I don't hear from many of our listeners lately.
Yeah.
They've
We
gone,
need to know.
they've gone quiet out there.
It's spring break.
I know you're listening. I can see that, but I don't
Yes.
hear anything from you.
Yeah.
All right, what else?
So as far as other clothing, more airing of the grievances.
Sure. Brainstorming.
Yes.
Brainstorming.
The brainstorming. That's right. So another company. So there's a company that I love, that I've loved for years, but I can't wear any of their clothes.
Okay.
They're called Taylor Stitch.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. She's called Taylor Swift. I can't wear any of her clothes.
Why couldn't I mean, I would try. Maybe,
yes. But Taylor Stitch, it's TAYLOR Stitch. And yes, and they do some really great kind of clothes that are they're responsibly made and made to last for a long time. That's really a lot of like classic, looking stuff. It's it is made to, they're saying that they grew from a need for products without limitations that could handle chopping wood, surf sessions, snagging trout, or simply heading to the office. They do some really cool stuff. They're based out of San Francisco, and I just love the like classic style that they offer. Their denim's great. Their shirts, their outerwear. I mean, all of it. It's awesome. The only thing is that I can't fit into any of it because they stop at a double X, which is generally like a 38 waist for them. I don't know what the tops are, but it's one of those things where I've always wanted to wear their stuff, but I can't. I love the way it looks. I would spend a lot of money on it. They have a lot of really cool ways that they approach. They do like a workshop thing where basically they design new products, you crowdfund them, and then you save a percentage on it. So that's not how they do everything.
Yeah, there's a few companies that do that. It's kind of more responsible manufacturing.
Right.
They don't produce so many that people, that just go to waste. They only produce basically what people order.
Totally. And so they have a section called workshop where they do that. They also just have regular, you can go in and buy a shirt at any time if you can fit into the shirt, but it's one of those things where, I mean, they're doing all these really cool kind of classic sort of things that I would just love to see in extended sizes. And some of these things they've got some basic plaids and stuff like that, but they've also got these, really interesting prints. They've got things that they do a lot that kind of falls into sort of a workwear kind of category that I really love, that I would just I mean, I'd buy the stuff like crazy. Their outerwear is phenomenal, and I just can't wear any of it. So yes, I would.
Some more durable goods.
Yes, absolutely. Because I just feel like, especially as I get older, that's more interesting to me, is to have things, to have less, but things that really fit into the type of style that I want to have, but that is hard to put together,
Mhm.
And so
So you feel like
that's,
this fits the style that you want to have?
yeah,
A
I
lot of
think
these
it's more,
shirts.
yeah, it's more of what resonates with me generally. I think, I when I think about my family, or my life and my history, I come from a lot of blue collar working class
Mhm,
people, and these
mhm.
were the kinds of things that they always wore, and the kinds of things that I appreciate, and I like the functionality and the look of a lot of this stuff. And that's not to say, like, I'm looking at one of the jackets here. They've got a workwear jacket that's in canary. It's this yellow workwear kick-ass looking jacket that uh, I love, but I cannot wear.
Is it the
So
Watts jacket?
yes,
Yeah, it
and
looks like a kind of a denim-y jacket, but yeah, in this bright canary yellow. That is kind of cool. Yeah,
totally.
their
So
sizing is a little weird for me though. There are 2X's of 46-inch chest, which doesn't make sense to me. But
right. So it's one of those things where, it's like it is with uh, everything, where there's no universal standard for sizing. So, you gotta hope for the best and look at their
mhm.
fit guide and go from there. But I love everything they do. I love what they stand for and kind of what they put together. And I just wish that I wish they would even do like a workshop thing where they would crowdsource some extended size stuff, because I think that would be phenomenal. So
Yep,
Taylor Stitch, if you're listening,
we want some
let's do that.
big stuff.
Yes.
I'm sure you could sell the crap out of that.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think I'm the only person who feels this way about this stuff.
No,
I
I
think
like
there
it
are
a
a
lot.
lot of,
Yeah.
right, a lot of other people who would buy it. Start with some of the basic things that Taylor Stitch offers, and then
Hmm, hmm.
do it in extended sizes. So yes.
Nice. I like
So
it.
that's all of the uh complaining slash brainstorming that I really have.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're just kind of been trying to brainstorm what sort of things we should get into. Like, should we stick with loungewear? Should we get into some more actual clothing pieces, or a little bit of both? So,
right. Well, you got a lot to choose from, and hopefully people who are listening to this, our listeners will have some ideas and throw some of the things out that they are looking for.
hmm,
Because
hmm.
I mean, clothing, it's so personal, and it's very easy to be very opinionated about what you love and what you don't, and what you want, as you
Yes.
can hear from.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so it would be great to hear what other people think about
Yeah.
this kind of stuff.
Definitely hit us up at Heavy Convo or at Bearskin, wherever you want to reach out. What do you got? What are you going to show me there?
So I have one other thing
Okay.
unrelated to clothing that
Uh-oh.
it's the stuff of nightmares, and that's why I'm sharing it.
Oh, thank you.
So
Thank you.
um, Xbox has uh, created something that nobody needs,
Oh,
and it is to honor Sonic the Hedgehog 2. They have made fuzzy controllers, fuzzy Xbox controllers. This is
okay.
the
All
stuff of
right.
nightmares, because
Oh, oh.
think about all of the nasty ass hands,
Ooh,
people.
the you need one of those little chip tong things.
Totally, that's where the
Whatever
chip
the
tongue. Yes.
fuzzy Xbox
Oh, so they've got them in red and
controllers.
blue, and it really is like
Gross.
nightmare inducing, because it's these furry controllers, and the buttons all stick out through there, and the joysticks, but whew,
I mean,
it's
it's
bad
fun,
news.
but
Yeah, not like just imagine you're playing a high energy game and your hands
all
get
sweaty,
sweaty, or
yeah.
or oily after a while, or I mean, you're definitely not eating any Cheetos, and then I hope nobody's eating Cheetos and going back to their controller because gross.
But I want to know, what does it feel like?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's, I don't know, fake fur, so
I
who
know,
knows? Yeah, but if you have an opportunity to get these, don't. That's public service announcement.
just don't.
Just don't. Just don't, because
I mean, that's funny.
yeah. So
It feels like a hedgehog. No, I don't know.
right. So I saw that and just had to share. So yeah, there we go.
But it is a real thing. It's not just like a joke.
Apparently it is. It seems to be a thing. I know they're giving some away. Xbox is giving some away. So
okay.
Yes.
Controllers are covered in a fur emulating shag carpet.
Nope. No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Well, I won't be getting those, but thank you.
Well, perfect. Well, there we go. So,
well, thanks, Bruce.
Thanks, Jody. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with the next bearskin product. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got swimwear coming soon, so hold on to your butts.
All right. Holding on.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your
podcasts.